So this is the start of the trail from the AMC Lodge in Alexandria, New Hampshire. This is the start of the trail to Mount Cardigan at Fire. Okay, come on, let's go. So we'll cross this bridge and show you what you can expect the rest of the way. Plus it's been raining for 3 days, so it's muddy. And this is pretty much the trail, what the trail's like now the rest of the way. Until we get to Grand Junction. You get to Grand Junction and there's it's an intersection for several ways to go. We'll show you that. Okay, so here we are at Grand Junction. You can tell by the sign it says Grand Junction. This is where the trails change. You don't want to go straight onto the Holt Trail here, because that's rock climbing, and there's a warning sign on that tree. You were on the lower Holt, but when you get to Grand Junction, if you go that way, you're going to be rock climbing, and there's 3 or 4 people a year that get stuck up there and they got to be rescued. People don't expect it. So what we're going to do is, at this Grand Junction, you'll see the Clock Trail. You'll see a sign here. It says easiest route to Cardigan. You can't miss it. Right? Easiest route to Cardigan. This is the, to the right of that sign is the skiing trail. The cross-country ski trail. The place is riddled with them. So anyways, you want to go this easiest route. It's marked in yellow. And that's the way that you want to go, unless you feel like doing some rock climbing. Okay, so let's go. We'll take this route. All right, so we're about a half mile from the top. We're at this little ledge here. I believe they call it Ledge View, but that mountain right there is Fire Screw. And if you take the Manning Trail, you'll come up that ridge and walk the top of Fire Screw over to Cardigan. That's the way I prefer to go. But Newfound Lake over there in the distance. I don't know if you can see it, but that's Newfound Lake. What I'm going to do is, there's a cabin down this trail here. This is the Hurricane Gap Trail. And normally you would just keep going this way up to Cardigan, but I'm going to take this Hurricane Gap Trail up to a place, a building that's called High Cabin. And you can rent that cabin. If I remember right, if you're an AMC member, it's like $75 a night. And I'll show you that to you when we get there. We're just going to kind of loop back around that and then back over to this trail. Hi. So there was some people renting a cabin and I didn't want to bug them, you know, so I didn't walk around filming them and everything. So, but anyways, that was High Cabin. Take this trail from the High Cabin. There's this little trail, hardly anybody knows about it. Brings you back over to the main trail. That was a heck of a climb. And here we are back on the main trail. You know, they're marked in yellow. Come on this way. No, come on. So this is probably the hardest part of the whole climb, is this last quarter mile. It's all granite and it's all uphill. What I love about the top of this mountain is all the carvings. You can literally walk around all day and just look at these things and read them. this way. And when I was at the top, I saw it heading towards us, so I'm heading on down, try to get in some kind of cover. Back down at ledge view, and time for lunch. Peanut butter. That rainstorm missed us. Went right around us. There it is right there. Went right around the mountain. It was heading right for us. Okay, again, I just can't stress it enough. I talked to somebody at the top of the mountain. They asked me how to get back down. They got caught on this Holt trail, and they said they were certain they were going to have to be rescued. When you get to Grand Junction, don't go down the Holt trail. There's a sign there that says warning, blah blah blah, but you know, and what they should put a sign that says, you know, expert climbers with gear or whatever. But and it's confusing because you start on the Holt trail, but when you get to Grand Junction, if you come this way, don't go any further on the Holt. Go take a left and go up towards the Cathedral Forest Trail. Alright, just word of warning. They rescue a lot of people off of this Holt Trail every year. Alright, so we're on our way back down. So this is the AMC Lodge at the base of the Cardigan Mountain. And you can see there's plenty of parking. In the lodge they have a cafeteria. There's a little camp store in there, and they have bunk rooms you can rent. And they even have private rooms if you want to rent them. That's it, and then you just head down that way.